terrifying stuff, but we got there eventually. And there we go. The rest of this should be much more manageable at the end of the day here. Give my Spellforge servitor plenty of room to work with. Don't accidentally irradiate. There we go. Ooh. That could be our plus 18. Oh, how risky do we get here? Probably don't really want to. We could find a bone dragon later. Gold dragon, totally fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's not be absurd here. Unless we happen to get it to like one hit away from death, which we don't because we just kill it. Great job, servitor. Honestly, just too good at your job. You ever been fired for being too good at your job? I know it's definitely happened to people, and it's pretty crappy. But okay, let's explore the rest of the floor here before we even think about heading into the main keep itself, shall we? Kind of feel bad for the cherubs. They don't stand much of a chance. And if you could take care of that Ophan sooner rather than later, my friend. Not quite. Just immune to negative energy though, so let's put them through the fire and the flames. Perfect. Please don't dodge my servitor's crystal spears. That would be rough. Still concerned about some potential collateral damage happening in the future. Okay, if that tower shield didn't have minus cast on it, it would be pretty dang sick. As is, we'll, I guess, be leaving it by the wayside for now. Let's swap our targets over to you, my friend. Oh gosh, this poor Apis. Never stood a chance. And let's just hang out on the deep water so I can always run away if things start going against my my general will to survive here. Ooh, speak of the devil. Speaking of, let's bring you in, my friend, and now we can kind of just bully these poor little reindeer. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. But more of the same, shall we? Perfect. Just keep on keeping on. Another pearl dragon. So you're saying there's a chance. Not a good one, because I don't really want to engage with you in single combat. And in fact, I probably can't afford to, right? Let's see how much damage that does. No, it just murders you. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, game. Okie dokie. Well, then we can probably just clear through the rest of this without much ado about nothing. Beautiful amounts of loot, so I am glad that we ended up staying around here. It's, yeah, definitely sketchy in its own right, but far and above worth it if we do manage to survive, so that is just wonderful. And we'll keep up the good work, servitor. Fantastic. Just a couple more areas to go, and then we'll decide if we want to bother with the main keep. Guess we can take a look at how many gold piles we see lying around, because that will be a fairly decent indication as to its overall worth to us. Since money is pretty much reigning supreme, not exactly a surprising mindset to have for a Gozag follower, I'm sure. And these gosh darn smiters kind of ruining my jam. You're not that fast though. You do fly, which means I think... Is that still around where flyers are just ever so slightly faster? Okay, now we're kind of walking into danger as well as away from danger, which I don't like. Oh, and that's a fun potion petition. We get lignification, and berserk. Well, it's probably gonna have to be a lig from me, dog. And I'm hoping for some healing. That's an expensive heal when paired along with haste and resistance, both of which we already have. Gosh darn it. Just take that one. Try again here. Curing and magic is like a heal. Okay, well, Lahudib's Crystal Sphere is down to 11% failure, so that's kind of nice. We can definitely hope to use that in the future. Oh, and also, I know we're in the middle of a fight here, but let's do a quick check on MCC now that we've hit 20 air magic. 11%. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that's good enough for me. We're definitely learning that as soon as I'm out of combat. Well, if I remember to do so. Cool. Well, let's drink some healing potions straight up. Send an Orb of Destruction your way, my friend. And a Crystal Spear while we're at it. Great work, Servitor. You're doing great, kiddo. Keep it up. And let's start just launching some attacks from afar here, shall we? I guess I could try and summon Servitor again and hope they land on left side of us, and in fact I think I will. Okay. Heck yeah, bud. Can I slip an orb past you too? Okay, okay. I'm hip, I'm with it. Let's learn MCC, shall we? And that will definitely make things easier. Oh, I guess that's that's when I was a tree and not in armor. Fair enough. Still, 28%? That's getting there. That's almost worth it to use in certain encounters even. Just because you only have to succeed once, and you're gonna murder whatever's in front of you. Okay, let's not tab fight into a holy weapon. Perfect. So okay, is now the time that I just leave? I'm not really gaining that much more out of hanging around here, I feel. I guess I came in here to finish exploring this little zone. So there's that. Oh my gosh, you almost killed the Deva even though you had no HP going into the fight. Holy crap. Servitor MVP? I mean, is that even a question? I guess is the real answer to that, but you know what I mean. Yes, no, Servitor has been doing above and beyond as of late. Thank you, my friend. I do really appreciate your efforts here. Keeping us together in one piece as much as we possibly can. It's a thing of beauty. Teamwork makes the dream work, of course. This we know to be true. And let's see. Oh my gosh. Like, I know this is probably a temple to the Shining One or Zin or some shenanigans like that, but I still didn't expect quite the welcoming party, you know? I also like that now my Spellforge Servitor is strong enough that it has looped back around to being completely valid for me to just recast after a fail, because it's gonna kill the Nameless Horror in one shot, every time. No doubt in my mind. But okay. We have our castle. I don't think I really care for it. Take me away. Okay, I also don't really like being in a dead end. This seems like could be quite bad, quite poor for us here if things go badly, but I'm sure they won't. So, keeping that kind of positivity in mind here. You know what? No, fine, I won't go into the cloud of righteous fire. You son of a gun. Oh, I was already in the cloud of righteous fire. There we go. Gosh darn it. Okay, kill the cherub. Taking a brief recess to heal up. Then we'll get the heck out of here again, shall we? Oh, that's still my go-to. Let's change that down here, please and thank you. Don't be such a Deva about it. Perfect. Let's make sure we're not leaving anything on the floor, I guess, but that is pretty fantastic. Making it through the Holy Fortress, well, most of Holy Fortress, in one piece, just about as good as it gets. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't even see you. Oh gosh, okay, we're going back, folks. I did not notice this incredible shield, and so We will risk life and limb once more into the breach. Don't mind if I do. Could also take the Tower Shield of Protection as another option, but I like the int +6 on this bad boy. Int +6 and a bit of slaying. Don't mind if I do. Rampage, nah, miss me with that. Or rather, I'll just forget that it exists. Hopefully it doesn't get me killed in some horrific fashion, but that's just your average Sunday for you. Any given Sunday. But okay, let's pick up this other tower shield while we're at it here. And then we'll be getting the heck out of Dodge. Oh, I went to resummon my servitor, but you're still here, buddy. Sorry about that. And take me away. Secret place. Sweet escape. Take me away. Beautiful. Okie dokes. I keep saying that as if it's going to be the end, but we're not quite there. We're working on it. We're getting there slowly but surely. I believe in a thing called love. Holy moly. Okay, do we go one more and see if we land in Glorx Fox's territory? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. We do, in fact, land in Glorx Fox's territory. So how about that? We have 1 pip of negative resistance. It's not ideal, but we might be okay. We do have MCC at 22%, folks. Potentially higher by the time we actually meet the, Oh, wait a second. Is Glorx in here? I think Glorx might be in here. Never mind. We landed super close to Glorx's home, so ignore everything I was about to say. I was hoping that we'd potentially get some improvement to that cast rate before we had to get out of here. I guess we still could, right? We could just drop full exclusion status on that bad boy. And let's just explore a little bit, shall we? Shouldn't be too bad. What's over here? Lots of invisible enemies, which means servitor falls off a little bit, but that is totally fine by me here. And let's just try to get MCC slightly more castable before we meet the Fiend of the Hour. Not too shabby. But if we can finish off Pan today, then we'll just have Hell and a Sweet Escape to go next Sunday, which, I mean, once we have MCC online, things should start rolling a little bit faster as we go through the Hells. We also dive in the Hells instead of exploring, which should be pretty quick, so I think we will have time to hopefully finish off all of the runes, as well as potentially have some fun with the Ziggurat before, fingers crossed, getting the heck out of Dodge in one piece. Oh no, I'm definitely not counting my eggs yet. Nothing's hatched. We're still very much in the danger zone, all things considered. But I at least have high hopes for our friend here. I'm starting to believe. Of course, we always know that we don't have it. That we didn't not have it, sorry. Let's not accidentally reverse our double negatives into a single, otherwise, oh gosh, we really are in trouble. All we have is the power of our belief here, and boy, do I ever believe. Okie dokie, you're invisible, so we don't bring in a servitor. He is learning, slowly but surely, remembering how all the enemies work in this game. I say as I try to summon a Spellforge servitor against the next one that we see, but, you know, 50% still counts. 33% still okay. Still not terrible. No, we should be fine in the long run here. We'll finish everyone off real quick and see where that leaves us in terms of our MCC ability. But it should be looking pretty dangled fantastic here, if I had to guess. And Executioners definitely deserve a servitor. Once again, I am a simple man. See Executioner, bring in Servitor, fantastic, and let's see what else we're dealing with here as we get ready for the final approach. Hello, Mjolnir. I should have actually refreshed myself on what it is you do here. Symbol of Torment, summon executioners. Miasma? Well, I'm sorry about your asthma, friend. Should have brought my inhaler with you. Bit of abjuration. Could be a pain in the rear here. You kids fire resistant? Resistant, but just barely. MCC's at 16%. Well, let's just drink some old-fashioned potions instead of petitioning here today. So we fail ignition. Great job, me. The asthma coming in. More asthma. Do I dare? It might not hit the right target, but it could. Oh, son of a gun. Okay, well, we almost killed you just naturally here. Let's bring out heal wounds and magic. That sounds good. Spellforge Servitor, welcome back to the party, my friend. Ooh, Cursed Skull coming in now, coming in hot. Let's bring out a beast. Bring out some hell friends. Potion petition into not berserk by accident. Let's not do anything too foolish here, shall we? How many brilliance potions do I have? Many. Let's just chug one of those straight up then. And anyway, I started blasting. So this makes it look like MCC is not really necessary, and I guess it's not. Like, we're actually pretty dang strong without it. But I promise you, hell is where it all comes together, baby. We'll be glad to have it. This was a bad example since it's an enemy that summons, which I guess we still have a few big boys that will do the same thing, but regardless, I think we'll be a-okay here in the long run. I've faith and trust in our abilities. It's nice having multiple failsafes as well, you know, having the strength of Spellforge Servitor with Lahudev's Crystal Sphere as well as the whole package in MCC. Pretty fandangled fantastic. Definitely can't really complain there. But okie dokes, let's head for this Abyss Gate, shall we? That's our ticket out of here, folks. And that should be just about the end of all things here. Come on, Servitor. Beautiful work, my friend. Head into the Abyss, hopefully find a gateway out as soon as we possibly can. Almost feel sorry for just a normal baby lich. Like, it's so weird that we haven't really run into many of them. I guess we saw a few in vaults. But otherwise, we've been dealing with just like way scarier enemies for the majority of this run. So it feels nice. It's, you know, a good relaxing time when we do finally come across things that are slightly less terrifying to begin with here. And we'll just definitely pick up as much gold as we possibly can as we just, I guess, fight until we get a gateway out of here. There's no real point in exploring for one, though I guess it's slightly more likely. But we should be able to tap through the majority of these Sons of Guns, no real issues. Okay, or get pulled to another region, that's cool too. I mean, I don't really mind at the end of the day, I guess. All is well that ends well. Let's just keep smashing that tab button. And any day now. Any day now. You could bring me out of here. Take me away. Lift off. There we go. Fantastic. A gateway appearing out appears. Gateway leading out appears, I should say. And there we go. Holy moly. Okay. So that's leaving us in a pretty solid spot. We still have 5 runes to go, the 4 of Hell and Tomb itself. Tomb is always an interesting experience. So we'll see how that goes. But the Hells I'm kind of excited for. We haven't done the newest version of Hells on camera at all yet, so I'm excited to dive into those. For anyone not aware, there are some new kind of restrictions at each area. Everything's a little more, flavored and themed towards its own grouping. So let's see if I remember these. Gehenna is no reading scrolls because it's fire. Cocytus is no drinking potions because it's ice. Iron City of Dis, I think, is some corrosion. You have like 2 levels of corroded equipment on you the whole time. And what the heck is going on with Tartarus? Let's not leave this one on a cliffhanger. We'll just head right into the vestibule here, and we'll take a look. Oh, look, and we get to Tartarus right away. It saps our willpower, right? So I think it halves our willpower, which, I mean, we're in a pretty dang good spot in terms of willpower, so I'm not too worried about that. No potions. I mean, come on. We just won with our mummy very recently. We're a follower of Gozag. I don't think I care in the slightest. No scrolls, and it's fire themed. Scares me, because we traditionally, as we saw today, don't do so well against the fire enemies. But hopefully by the time we get there, we'll be ready to burn that bridge. And Dis, bit of corrosion action. I'm not so scared about the corrosion, but Dis itself is frightening because it's a lot of iron golems, it's a lot of hell sentinels, and a lot of iron giants too. Is that what they're called? I think it is. I never know if I'm confusing it with the movie of the same name. Regardless though, we'll have to see how that goes when we endeavor down this direction next week, because that is our time for the evening here. I think we will be wrapping it up. Pretty successful day. Only 3-4 near-death experiences, 2 of which were like terrifyingly close. So that's a good day. That's a good Sunday if you ask me. But absolutely fantastic. We also at some point got up to plus 18 for our lance. When did that happen? Did I like kill a bone dragon by accident? It wasn't one of the pearls, right? I was killing them with spells. Regardless, that's a nice little side bonus to suddenly realize. And yeah, we'll be back next week to jump into the Hells, hopefully get through there and Tomb in one piece, and then Ziggurat, and it's the way home after that. It's been a bit of a hot minute since I went through Tomb, so it's going to be interesting, folks. Definitely come on by next week to see how it goes. We will be taking this Wednesday off, as is become the usual routine here. Hopefully can jump back in there at some point. I've been eyeing Dwarf Fortress as a potential option for us to play on those streams when I have time, but unfortunately time is the rarest of commodities in this world. So to end off today, we'll do a quick check to see who is live and who we can send a raid off to here. If we take a quick look, you can do it. Laptop, I believe in you. Maybe. Perfect. And it does look like Aribuns is currently live playing some Shin Megami Tensei 5. So we'll head off that way. I know I've heard the name Shin Megami Tensei multiple times, but I don't actually know if I know what that game is. Regardless, it'll be a good time because it's Aribuns. So stick around, say hello, join in with the raid, and yeah, we will, I guess, get that started off right away here before I forget to do so. Get that primed and ready, but of course, I had a heck of a time tonight. I was a little bit nervous for the extended late game. I wasn't sure how we'd fare and if we'd just immediately die and have to reset the entire endeavor. But it went pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this so far. I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. Maybe the Cerebov fight was a little tedious, a little bit lackluster, but otherwise, tons of excitement, tons of good times, at least on my end. And yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and hanging out, whether that be in chat here, lurking in the background, or hey, if you're watching this down the road through YouTube or the VODs. And thank you to each and every one of you. Couldn't do it without you. Have one heck of a time. And yeah, we'll be back next Sunday, I guess. Holy moly. But of course, regardless of all of my inane ramblings at the end of streams when I start to lose my mind a little bit, I do, of course, hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. And remember, folks, we never, ever Didn't happen. I'll see you soon. See ya.